someone smoking a
Cool
cigar
burn,
in
man. Yeah,
here?
it smells like
That's me.
it smells like a fucking Black and Mild.
When you turn 28, you become old and you just smell like cigars and you're racist.
But it smells like the pipe. Did you guys ever smoke the pipe brand of Black and Mild that had the wooden tip?
No, but Nick used to smoke pipes in his windowless room in Chinatown.
Dude, I just cleaned out my pipe and I'm going to start smoking it again.
Why?
That is fucking disgusting. You're just sitting in smoke.
Yeah, just smoking my briarwood pipe. My English blend tobacco.
Taking showers in a big ass utility sink in the hallway.
Yeah. There's this old ass woman that would make soup in that disgusting sink. The big rectangular sink. It was always clogged. You go in there and she'd be like, I'm like, yeah, I have no idea what you're saying. She's like, I'm like, we're not going to get anywhere. I don't know what you're saying.
How many people did live on that floor?
9.
9?
9, yeah. 9 people occupied it. I don't know how many people like stayed there. There was some guy, you know what's great is like, cause I guess the doctor wanted to rent it out to other businesses. So the first 2 rooms were like rooms before he gave up and was like, yeah, you can just live here, you know?
Yeah.
So the first room was another like acupuncture, massage guy.
Uh-huh.
And that guy was great. I would go bum cigarettes from him. And he would always be sitting watching Chinese movies on the shitty little TV while there was like a naked man behind him on a table. Like a naked Chinese man just lying face down with his ass out. And he would like just sort of like be like, yes. And then like slowly close the curtain behind him to cover the nude Chinese man. And be like, can I get a cigarette?
Imagine going to a business
Yeah.
where fucking it's right next to just you in a windowless room smoking a pipe and some fucking and like 3 children.
And for my troll blog career.
yeah, that was Nicole Mullen headquarters.
Those were good days. My
Yeah.
favorite thing about that place is that you had a lock on the door, but the door like was basically like shutters. Like it was like
Yeah.
like Venetian blinds kind of.
Yeah.
Like literally if you wanted to steal Nick's $12.37 worth of possessions, you could just karate chop your way into this room.
And everyone there
Well, what's
did know
interesting
karate.
is they built the place with karate.
That's true.
That's the secret to breaking it down. Is they karate chopped all that fucking equipment up on the walls.
There was no like fridge or anything, right? There was just
I bought a fridge. I bought a
Okay.
mini fridge and put it in the.
But there's no like common fridge, right?
No, and then I had
No
to sell that
kitchen.
mini fridge on Craigslist. And some guy like called me at like 2:30 in the morning on like a Wednesday, and he's like, "You still got that fridge?"
Who
was
needs
like,
a
yeah,
fridge that bad?
These are real fridge hours.
Oh fuck, man.
You know what's so funny, dude? I lived with that Chinese family, and I
Mm-hmm.
told this story before, but like the parents the parents didn't speak English. The dad
Mm-hmm.
maybe a little bit, the grandma not at all, and then the son and the daughter would have to like translate. And the son was like just this like, you know, he was younger. He was probably like 13, and he would just sit on his laptop playing like Korean fucking MMOs all day long. And but while he was sitting there, like he'd be like, you know, he was like very like nice and polite or whatever. He's like, "Oh, Nick, my mom wants to know if you can pay the rent like a couple days early this month." I'd be like, "Okay, yeah, sure, no problem, whatever." And then he'd be like, "Okay, thank you." And then he would like go play MMOs, and then he would be on like mic, and he would be like, "No way!" And then he was just dropping N-bombs constantly.
Oh yeah.
Just constantly. But like not like that was the only part of AAVE.
That's gamer language.
That was the only part of AAV
Yeah.
he adopted.
Uh-huh.
Was just saying the N-word, and it was like, this is insane. I was like, this is fucking insane to listen to.
Yeah.
And it's like, but really, it's like, why, like the first generation Chinese immigrants living in like tenement housing in New York, like that kid is the face of how like cultural sharing is supposed to fucking work.
Right.
You know, it's like that he's probably so far away from any idea of like being canceled. It's like, yeah, that's how the other kids at school talk.
Well, I think even New York City, like teenagers of any ethnicity, just
Yeah.
say it all the time.
Yeah.
I saw a hijabi girl outside of the bagel shop by where I used to live. And she was like, you know, she looked like a sweet, like, Pakistani girl, like, wearing a hijab. And she was, like, talking to some other little kid. And she was like, yeah, anyway, I was saying my N-word, like, you know, like, she was just dropping it constantly.
Yeah.
Like, Arab kids drop it. Korean kids love saying it.
Yeah. Everybody loves saying it. It's just
Yeah.
like, you know, Let black people have something.
I live with
Hong
those
Kong.
people. I live with all Hong Kong pirates. There's a dumpling
what you
place.
call Chinese people?
Yeah, Hong Kong
what a
pirates.
great name. What a great
Yeah.
name.
Well, you
Oh,
would
me and my Hong Kong pirate.
Yeah, the grandmother doesn't speak any English at all. So
Does
I
she
mean,
like you?
I could call her Hong Kong pirate. I don't know.
That's also a great band name.
Yeah,
Hong Kong pirates.
yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. And they have to open every show with. One, two, three, four.
They got a hype man that just plays the gong.
I think I'm
Plays
too
the gong.
Japanese.
The beginning and end of the
That's
show.
so woke.
But, yeah, I can't tell if she likes me or not. Yeah, no, I can't tell if the Chinese people I live with like me or not because the language is so harsh that like I love you in Chinese is like "Pangada!"
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
it's funny because I mean I live in a tenement with this Chinese family,
Yeah.
and it's close quarters, and the hot water's off all the time, and they have no recourse. They can't. I mean, I've complained to 311, it does nothing, and they just have to live like that. They do all their laundry in the fucking shower, and they live off pennies. And
So when you planning on moving out?
well, that's the thing is like I'll tell people about it, and like even Ari was like, "Yeah, human beings aren't supposed to live like that," and it's like, but referring to me, I'm like, "No, plenty do, plenty, plenty of them do, and they're
It's
fine
actually
with
how
it."
I
They're like,
live.
how do you do that? It's like, well, I mean, the Chinese do it. And they're like, yeah, but then, they're different somehow. They're
They have
not people. And it's funny. I love, but because it's on the Lower East Side. Is there's all these like people like tourists will come and they'll go to the tenement museum and go on walking tours of the Lower East Side, and they'll be like walking past Chinese families that live in the Lower East Side, and they're like, yeah, can you believe how hard immigrants used to struggle in this neighborhood? But I mean, like the good kind of immigrants.
Not the kind that have that
Yeah.
soupy language that we
Right.
don't understand.
Like the suspender mustache guys, the organ grinders, the kind of immigrants who like to romanticize. Not
Remember the
fucking-
guys that used to wear paperboy hats?
Yeah, not the ones that spend all their time squatting and smoking illegal cigarettes. It's contaminated with fucking Chernobyl radiation.
Russian old Moscow
Yeah,
cigarettes.
yeah. Not those kind of immigrants.
Boiling chicken hearts.
Yeah. Nah, but they do it, and I mean, I actually like have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they've been like super cool. They kind of almost like my heart melted when the FBI came to my apartment looking for me, and I wasn't there, and the fucking dad was like, even if they come back, we tell them we don't know you. And I was like,
Are you my new dad?
yeah. He had no clothes on when he said that too. He was wearing his boxers. He'd eating fish eyes off a plate with chopsticks. And he's like, yeah, we tell them we don't know you. It's okay. It don't matter.
I tell them, fuck off.
Yeah.
You ain't cool
don't
with
need
me.
police. We call transporter. Send you to Hong Kong. We get transporter to bring you back to Hong Kong.
I've been hired by your Chinese family to take you over to Hong Kong. Is your name Nicholas Mullen? Well, here's the deal. I've got about 15 minutes to put you in the back of this BMW before half the triads and the FBI come looking for both of us. So get in right now.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm the transporter.
We call transporter.
Yeah, transporter.
Transporter.
Okay.
I see him right there.
The casual conversation.
How you doing, Ling? Yeah, I'll come pick up your boy. Where are we going? Oh, HK. Nice. Hope you don't run into Hong Kong pirates.
When I lived in Chinatown, I would just have like chronic lung infections because of all like the black mold in that SRO.
Yeah.
And so I would just drink NyQuil. And and then I kind of got addicted to it. I'd be like, well, guess I have the flu again. I guess I need NyQuil. And then I would just be fucked up on NyQuil for days.
That's awesome, dude.
Just drinking it all day long, get a nice NyQuil buzz.
Being sleepy.
Yeah, just get sleepy as shit. Go get Chinese food and then like read free ebooks.